From the moment, she was just a wide-eyed 16-year-old stepping into the World Gym Arena for the very first time, taking long, uncertain bus rides from Laredo, Texas, to chase a dream that many thought was too big for someone her age. ROK-C began crafting a legacy rooted in sacrifice, grit, and heart. And years later, she walked through those same doors once again, not as a newcomer, but as a former Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, the youngest Diamonds Division champion, in reality of wrestling history, and the living embodiment of everything this division has ever stood for. She came not just to wrestle, but to reclaim the gold that had once defined her, the title that began it all, the prestigious Diamonds Division Championship. And to do so, she had to go through one of the most dominant champions the division has ever known. Raychell Rose, the Queen of House Rose, a ruthless, cunning, and increasingly skilled title holder who had ruled the division with unshakable confidence since the Summer of Champions, defeating every challenger who dared step in her path, wearing her crown with pride, power, and precision. The match was billed as a clash of two eras, two forces, two legacies intersecting under the bright lights of a ring where blood, sweat, and emotion make history every night. But this one felt different, because this one was different. It was more than a title match. It was the rekindling of a rivalry born from broken trust, shattered alliances, and personal evolution, as both women once shared a deep bond, helping each other rise, only to become reflections of what the other could have been. Raychell becoming the calculating queen, ruling through dominance, while ROK-C remained the spirited prodigy, fighting with heart and humility. As the bell rang, the crowd erupted with chants of ROK-C, their hometown hero once again chasing destiny. And from the first lockup, the emotion in the air was thick, the storytelling immediate, as ROK-C targeted Raychell's left arm with masterful precision, aiming to weaken it for her brutal cross-face submission, a move she had used to win gold before, while Raychell countered with a veteran's composure, refusing to panic, responding with shoulder thrusts, rope chokes, and stiff strikes designed to chip away at ROK-C's resolve. They traded momentum like seasoned chess players, every move calculated, every reversal speaking to how well they knew one another, as Raychell avoided early crossface attempts, using her ring awareness to reach the ropes, all while exploiting ROK-C's ribs with punishing knees and corner offense, slowing the pace down to suit her own style. On the other side, ROK-C refused to break, even after brutal back elbows and near suffocating pressure. Her resilience, honed from years of being underestimated, shone through, as she began to rally with quick counters, innovative offense, and a level of tenacity that had the crowd rising to their feet again and again. Near falls came one after another, roll-ups, suplexes, modified pinning combos, each time drawing gasps from the crowd, as both women dug deeper into their arsenals than ever before, exposing new layers of themselves under the spotlight. At one point, ROK-C bridged into a crossface that seemed locked in perfectly at center ring, and the arena held its breath, thinking they were about to witness a title change. But Raychell, clawing through sheer will, used her positioning to inch toward the ropes, breaking the hold by a fingertip. From there, the intensity only rose higher. Raychell Rose connected with her trademark spear, but ROK-C kicked out at the very last moment, defying every ounce of pain written across her body. ROK-C responded with a huge knee to the face, nearly ending the match herself, leaving both women lying in the center of the ring, spent, broken, and still refusing to quit. As they struggled back to their feet, they used each other's bodies to rise, two warriors with nothing left but pride and purpose, trading slaps, strikes, and insults that echoed around the building, until Raychell caught ROK-C off guard with one final, lethal strike, her devastating finishing move, off with her head, a blow to the back of the neck that snapped through the air like the crack of thunder, followed by the cover. 1, 2, 3. The bell rang, the match was over, and Raychell Rose had survived the biggest challenge of her reign, retaining her Diamonds Division Championship in a match that tested every ounce of her endurance, experience, and spirit. But what happened after may have defined the night even more. As the crowd stood in stunned applause, Raychell Rose, usually proud, arrogant, and distant, extended her hand to ROK-C, a silent gesture of respect between two women who had left everything in that ring. And when ROK-C took it, the two embraced in a rare, emotional moment that brought the audience to their feet once more. In that embrace was the acknowledgement of a war well fought, of a rivalry that had elevated both competitors, and of the unbreakable bond forged by those who fight for glory, not just themselves. Raychell remained the champion, her reign continuing, but even in defeat, ROK-C walked out with her head high, her legacy stronger, her journey still burning with promise. The match was more than a contest. It was a chapter in the ever-evolving story of women's wrestling in Texas. And no matter who holds the title next, the echoes of this battle between ROK-C and Raychell Rose will be felt